Alright, check the door across from me, then check the final door. Leave me alone. Look at him just running in place like a nerd.
Ion, Natalia, are you okay?
Luke, it's you, isn't it?
Sorry for not being Ash.
No one's saying anything like that.
Actually, Annis has been saying that ever since I got back.
Ion, are you all right? Did they hurt you?
I'm fine. Thank you all for coming here just for us.
Was my brother involved in imprisoning you?
I haven't seen Van, but the 6 God Generals tried to get permission to take me away. Mose refused.
He's trying to remove the Dothic seal so he can wipe out the Sephiroth trees.
Which means the Commandant will come back to take Ion.
Exactly. Let's hurry up and get out of here.
Sorry, I was taking a drink of water and I wanted to say something real quick. It makes sense that he needs Ion to break the Dothic seals. But, what does he do when he needs to break one of the Sephiroths now? Apparently he needed Luke to do it. Or Ash, either or, because, you know, Luke is a replica of Ash, so that they can hyper-resonance, because they're the 2 people, supposedly the only 2 that we know of, that can hyper-resonance by themselves. Does he have other people who can hyper-resonance together to make it, or is there someone else that can do a hyper-resonance by themselves to break them? He has to have a hyper-resonance for it, otherwise it wouldn't make sense for the whole making Luke a replica and using Luke on Exariuth. I'm just, you know, just talking, I guess.
We should be okay once we get outside town. We can decide what to do next then.
Then how about that 4th monument thing? Let's head to the hill where that is.
Sounds like a plan to me. Oh, hey, I'm already outside. I didn't get to go in that last door, dang it. We meet again. Looks like we're all together again. If only by coincidence. Perhaps Lorelei has brought us together. Yes, people spoken of in the score, heads of state. I can't imagine we all met by coincidence. I wonder if this, too, was written in the score. Yeah, maybe. But, you know, Luke, you look somehow different. Maybe it's your hair. Yeah, he's missing a lot of it. You think so? Well, he's had a lot to think about. Pity it's far too late to make any difference. Jade. Well, people can't change overnight after all. That is true. Annis, Jade, I'm afraid I cannot agree with you. Oh, really? Luke has always been kind, he just hasn't known how to express it. I don't know about that. I mean, maybe. No, Ion, it's okay. They can just watch me and see for themselves. That's the right attitude to have. Right, now come on, it's dangerous to linger here. Let's go. Tyr's no spy. I can't believe the Grand Maestro is trying to start a war. Tyr, what? If you've got something to say it. Well, you know how I used to think you were a spy? Yes. Sorry. What? You weren't really a spy for Mose. I don't mind. After all, I am under Mo's command. But please believe me now. I want to avert this war, no matter what. I can't talk today, man. Today is not a good day for recording for me. But it's got to get done. Video's got to go up. I'm on a bit of a time crunch, so you know. In terms of getting series done in time. Back to the 4th Monument Hill we go. Headquarters of the Order of Lorelei, Doth. Leave me alone, you stupid Firebird. Dang it, Firebird! That is not a back attack. That is a side attack. I call shenanigans. Of course, Annis is here. Oh, hey, it's Guy and all the girls. Literally the best possible team matchup for Guy. By the way, I was thinking, you know, someone left a comment saying, you know, usually in anime, guys with longer hair, it always looks great, you know, compared to short hair. And that, you know, that does have some truth to it. Most times when there is an anime guy with long hair, it just looks absolutely perfect somehow, because, you know, anime. And I was thinking, because they said that because I mentioned that I thought Luke looked better with the longer hair than the shorter hair. And I was thinking, how awesome would it have been if Luke started out the game with short hair, and then when he told Tyr he wanted to change, he just, like, drastically somehow his hair just grew 3 lengths suddenly for, like, no reason. That would have been hilarious. It would have made no sense, but it would have been hilarious.
Looks like no one's following us.
I don't think they can abduct Ion in a public space.
But what do we do now? War's about to start and things look seriously bad.
Can't we just go to Batical and stop my uncle?
Have you forgotten? Mose has His Majesty's ear. It would be running right into enemy territory.
I'm afraid Tyr may be right. Father trusts Mose.
More than he trusts his daughter? I guess that is actually pretty plausible, but still.
I'm also worried about the talk of St. Bina falling.
Then why don't we petition help from Malkuth's Emperor Peony? He doesn't want war, and he would have gotten word of any signs of Rubnica's collapse.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay, let's do that. But where'll we get a ship to Malkuth?
Ash left the Tartarus in Doth's harbor for us. Let's head there.
He did? Okay. The harbor's northwest, right? Let's go.
Where is Ash, then? He's got to be on this continent, then, if he left the Tartarus, right? Ash, friend or dots? I wonder why Ash left the Tartarus behind. Well, he couldn't man it if it was just him. He can't drive the thing. He probably wanted to help us. I wouldn't be so certain. Certain? The Tartarus is one of Malkuth's ships. Perhaps it was just inconvenient to use it for travel between the two countries. Well, whatever the reason, at least we won't be stranded here. Ash. I wonder what he's up to. Who knows? He may be plotting something. Guy, don't talk about Ash like an enemy. He's on our side. As far as you know. Really? I wonder. Personally, I'd refrain from making any hasty judgments. Alright then. Bum 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 bum. On to the bay we go. So we can get on ye olden Tartarus. Leave me alone, you stupid bee. How did you catch me? These enemies are way too fast. I call hacks. Also, apparently the surprise... that was dumb. The back attacks just always result in Guy with all 3 of the women. That's like the only possible thing that can happen in this scenario. I'm also really tired of knocking these bees to the ground and then my sword swings going above them. Sometimes even when I hold down, my attack still goes over their head, which is really annoying. Would you die already? Thank you. At least they have low HP. Would you just die? Seriously. There. There's still another one, really? Annis, you couldn't kill one of them? Like, come on. Make yourself at least somewhat useful. Also, we've never gotten an explanation to Annis's weird doll thing. Like, what exactly is it, and how does it function? Tipo is way better than it, by the way, in case you were curious. If you don't know who Tipo is, then I feel sorry for you. Because that means you've not played my favorite Tales game. My favorite Tales game is a very good one. In my opinion, at least.
The Emperor's in the capital, Grand Kokma. Where's that from here?
Northwest, I think.
Doesn't Grand Kokma turn into a fortress in wartime? Will the port be open?
You're well informed. That's correct.
But war hasn't started yet.
Even so, I imagine they've sealed off invasion routes in preparation for an attack.
But won't they let you through, Jade?
Right now, mentioning my name would probably have the opposite effect. All of my men were killed, and I've been missing since Axariuth. Now I show up in a land ship that was supposedly captured. I wouldn't be surprised if they opened fire on us.
Why don't we dock somewhere and go by land? If we approach unarmed, then perhaps...
Rotelro Bridge is still under repair. We should be able to land there.
That looks like our best choice.
Then it's settled. Let's head for Rotelro Bridge. We have to walk?
Yeah, get over it. Gotta do what you gotta do. The Tartarus takes a beating. So we can't go to Grand Chokma by sea. Nope, the Tartarus would probably sink if we tried to force our way in. Perhaps at full strength, the Tartarus could do something like that. But with this small a crew, even that would be impossible. Besides, there's no reason to be so aggressive here. Yeah, we're not going in to fight. Besides, we'd have problems if the Tartarus got too banged up. Indeed, it would likely be difficult to find another ship, given the current situation. We'll need the Tartarus for a while yet. Coming up from the cliff off was pretty rough on it, so we should probably play it safe for a while. Huh? You knew about that? Yeah, I'm connected with Ash. I saw it all through his eyes. I remember it well. In any case, all of us are probably as worn out as the Tartarus. Let's get some rest before we move on. Good idea. What was that face that Jade made? That was a very interesting face. How much gold do I have after this save? 45k. I need to buy some items. Next time I get to a shop, I will. Alright, so I gotta go to Rotelro Bridge, right? I think that's how you pronounce it. So that's gonna be this way. Do. It's actually gonna be a good while until we get there. Rotelro Bridge, is that right? Do I need to go left here or keep going straight? Wow, looks like the Tartarus has no problem on the sea either. Yeah, it was built for both land and sea, but it's really just a land ship that happens to float. Real warships will have no problem outrunning it. Indeed. Nonetheless, I've grown used to the Tartarus. I find it more comfortable than some ferries. Yeah, me too. Luke, the Tartarus is a Malkuth craft, you know. Kimlaska Lavendier's cruise ship, the Princess Natalia, is much more enjoyable. Whoa, wait, is that an innuendo? Yeah, that sounds a lot better. Really? I think men would take the Tartarus any day. It depends on what she meant. The Tartarus. How about you, Tyr? The Princess Natalia, right? She's never been on it. The Tartarus, of course. I kind of like Tokunaga. What is that? Never mind. Okay. Bum 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 bum. Is this Rotelro Bridge right over here, or do I need to, like, go around? I think I need to go around, don't I? Doesn't Rotelro Bridge connect these two continents? Like, this right here, what I'm in the center of right now, is an entire continent. Yeah, see, look, this is something else. This is freaking Macedonia. Rotelro Bridge is going to be northwest of Macedonia. So, yeah, I think I know where I'm talking about. The far right continent, that is Malkuth. And I think the very south of that continent is owned by Kimlaska. Kimlaska is the entirety of the middle continent, which looks kind of like three continents together. And then I guess Kimlaska controls the brown continent on the far left, and then I think the middle green continent. What? What's happening?
Is it going to sink?
I'll take a look.
I'll go too. I may be able to help if any phone machines need repair.
Master, I can't swim.
Oh, well, isn't this just unfortunate? Better give me the master ring, just in case.
I know. Don't worry. We're not going to sink.
Guy managed to repair the engine damage. We should still be able to move.
How did Guy repair engine damage that quickly?
It's only temporary. I'd like to get it repaired in port somewhere.
The closest port from here is Keterburg.
Then let's go there. That's okay with you, right, Jade?
I suppose so.
You're just gonna insta-put me there? Okay, cool. It's snowing. Are we in the snow continent? Keterburg Bay. What continent am I on?
Excuse me, I need to confirm your passports and ship registration.
I'm Colonel Jade Curtis, 3rd Division, Malkuth Imperial Forces.
My apologies, but I heard you were killed at Axariuth.
That matter is top secret. Our ship's engine was damaged during our mission, so we stopped here. I'll explain the situation to the governor, Viscount Osborne. You may inspect the ship as you please.
Yes, sir. Shall I show you to the city?
That won't be necessary. I was born here. I'm familiar with the area.
Understood. Then, if you'll excuse me.
So you were born here, Jade?
Yes.
What are we going to do about repairs?
We can report that to the governor and ask for help.
Okay, Then let's hurry to Keterburg.
Sounds like a plan. We're at Jade's birthplace. Cool. So this has to be in Malkuth territory then, right? We are on the snow continent. So I guess the snow continent counts as Malkuth. As I was saying before I got interrupted, I think the middle left green continent, I'm pretty sure it is neutral. I think it's just for the Order of Lorelei and Doth. But it might fall under Kimlaska or Malkuth, I'm not sure. But this place has to be Malkuth territory if Jade was born here. Because I think he's Malkuthian by birth, isn't he? I don't think he defected like Dis did to Kimlaska. The Silver World, Keterburg. I wanted to say Silver Word. What's this statue? Statue of the hero, Carl III. What a great name for a hero. Love it. A casino? Dude, this place is great. Let's just stay here for the rest of our lives. The music. Yo, we're gonna run into the Dark Wings again, aren't we?